Welcome to, I haven't decided what to call this series, because I don't want to just copy, like, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Properly or anything like that from Rev's cards or whoever else. So yeah, we're basically doing, sealed products with trading allowed. Um, yeah, so this is, gonna be episode 1. So far we have opened, 5 packs of Rarity Collection and the 3 Red Dragon Arching structure decks. The long-term goal is to eventually transition to playing with the Earthbound Servants, provided that the rarities are not all super high rarity in Maze of Millennia. But for now, we are going to be rocking Red Dragon Archfiend. I felt like this deck was closer to what I want to go for compared to like the Fire King structure deck, even though the Fire King deck has Droll and Imperm already in it. While this deck does not really have any hand traps. I mean, I guess Battle Fader counts as a hand trap, but yeah, so we'll just hop right into the deck. First off, we are playing 2 Synchron Resonator and a Red Resonator. 2 Synchron Resonator are, I think this is more or less standard. The add from grave to hand is not once per turn. The special summon is, but like there's multiple ways to summon multiple of these per turn, so it just lets you kind of keep topping off your resources or extending further if stuff gets negated or whatever. I think these are pretty good. 1 Red Resonator because having multiple in hand kind of sucks, and then like the life gain is outside of time, obviously. We do side the other 2 for now, just because it is something we can use in time to win the game if we can't actually get to battle. Again, I think this is pretty standard, is 3 Crimson Resonator. He's like our best extender with Red Rising Dragon. We also have 3 Vision Resonator. Again, I think he's kind of standard. There's no reason not to play any less than this. We are playing 1 Fire Ant Ascator because we're playing the Supe, or what is it? I forget what the level 5 is called. It's Ascator Dawnwalker. There we go. And then we also have a Creation Resonator. I'm just kind of trying out Creation Resonator. It's a free extender if I have a level 8 or higher Synchro. So it can kind of just fix some things. Also later on, if we get like a Psychic End Punisher or something, this can be really good. We also have 1 Ash Blossom that we pulled from Rarity Collection, which is gonna go a long way until we can get our full playset. I imagine this probably isn't going to stay a 3-of, but we have 3 Soul Resonator. He's a starter, but I'm pretty sure if the opponent has any interrupts, he is not a 1-card combo. You need like extra things. I'm aware of like Rev's cards, and that's why like I don't want to stick with this deck, because I don't want to just copy everything he's doing, because why would you watch this if someone's already doing it but better? So this is our starting. We have the same starting point effectively, but we are going to drastically change course as we go. Yeah. We also have 3 Witch of the Black Forest. I'm not sure about this, to be honest. I know she's good, because like Vision Resonator, I don't believe activates to special summon. Like there's a couple monsters like that can just summon for free, but that don't have an activation, so they play around Witch's restriction of not being able to activate that monster's effects. We're also playing 3 Wandering King Wildwind. Again, I feel like a lot of these we're probably going to be cutting as we go, even before switching to Earthbound Servants, once that's doable, just because like there's just better things we can get that aren't quite as situational. Then we got the triple Bone Archfiend. I think he does stay at 3 as long as we're playing a Red Dragon. And then we got 3 Ascator Dawnwalker. I know the Supe is better because getting Red Rising Dragon is just better than making like a Red Dragon Archfiend, but being able to like use this going second to make like a Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend and just like nuke the board or force a negate or whatever, that seems really good. He's also like 2300 by himself. I feel like this is kind of not that bad. It also just kind of like gets rid of extra cards in hand if we don't need them. So I feel like it's not bad. Maybe in practice it won't be so good. We'll have to see. We also got triple Crimson Gaia. I don't think I need to explain this. It's a searcher. It's recursion. It's like actually really good. Like this card's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point this gets limited because of like, I know people splash this with like Vision Resonator and like Horus builds, but we just got a ban list, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. We also got triple Resonator Call. Again, getting to our Resonators really good. It's 3 more of whatever we need. This also is why we can afford to play like 1 copy of Red Resonator. We can see it pretty consistently. We also have 2 Resonator Command. I was going to do 3, but I feel like because it needs to discard a Resonator, this isn't super great, and eventually, like, I think this either goes to 1 or no copies, depending on, you know, how our luck goes with packs. We also have 2 Red Zone, because, like, if we open one, we don't need to search it, and running 2 lets us see it a little more. Each effect is hard once, but this card's also potentially, like, it's not the win con, but it's part of the win con board, so I felt like it was kind of fine. And then we got 1 Fiendish Golem and 1 Fiendish Chain. I didn't want to load up on too many traps just because, while this deck probably wants to go first, I feel like the deck can also play going second pretty aggressively too. So like for game 1, I felt like just having like a more monster focused build is probably the correct call. Like in the long term anyway. Main deck is 40 cards, exactly. The extra deck is probably not too surprising. We have triple Red Rising Dragon. I don't think he needs an explanation. His Synchro Summon effect isn't even once per turn, if I remember correctly. The restriction does not matter. Oh, actually, none of his effects are once per turn. That is crazy. This card reads like it was made in 2012, but it was actually made in like 2015 or 2016, I think, which is crazy. We have the 1 Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. Because he's not Red Dragon in the extra deck, unfortunately, for Scarred Dragon Archfiend. Otherwise, I think I'd probably just play this over the original Red. I think everyone would, really, but, you know, it is what it is. He is also Red Dragon Engraved, so, like, Crimson Gaia can bring him back. That's pretty cool. But yeah, he's good for board breaking. He's good for time. Like, honestly, Scarlight's been cool since he came out, honestly. Scarred Dragon is also another board breaker. And right now we only have the structure deck cards, so like we are just playing like, you know, double Red Dragon, double Hot Red Abyss, double Bane, 1 King Calamity and 2 Supernova. I don't know if I can actually make King Calamity like in a practical setting. We definitely aren't making it on the opponent's turn right now, which is fine. I think generally we're probably going to want to make Supernova, but like going second, if we can like make King Calamity and just not let like that, like sets us up to be able to play the game with no interrupts effectively. Well, okay, no, it doesn't stop hand traps. I don't know why he's in here. He's just in here. He's just there. I had a spot open. I mean, like, it could be a second Scarlight. I don't know. I'll see if I make him. I don't know. I don't think... Is there a quick Synchro Summon effect? I don't even remember. I don't think there is, but I'm sure someone will tell me, and you know, they'll make sure that I am ridiculed for not knowing such a thing. I sort of tangentially know what most of these things do. I've played against the deck. like against several different people, so like I have an idea of what it does. I've seen like gameplay of it online and everything, so I have a general idea of what it does. I just don't know the exact specifics, so that's kind of why. King Calamity is probably not going to stay in until I can get like a Crimson Dragon, and even then, that's a light monster. So I don't know if Crimson Dragon actually fits in this deck, ironically, which kind of sucks because Jack's a cool guy. For side deck though, we got triple Battle Fader. Just if we're not able to like keep pace with the opponent, like this is just kind of a nice get out of jail free card once or twice. Maybe in time it helps us just not take damage for a turn. We got 2 more Red Resonator just to bring it in for time again. It's scummy, but that is the way it is. So we got lucky, and we also pulled a copy of Nibiru. So that is a potential thing going second, but with 1 copy, I don't know how practical or reliable it is. We also got a Dogmatic of Punishment and a Dimensional Barrier. Punishment probably won't stick around, I'll be honest, but like being able to dump, I guess that's also a good reason to run the King Calamity, is I can just dump it with Dogmatic of Punishment and just clear like any monster, which isn't bad. We also have 2 more Fiendish Chain and 2 more Fiendish Golem. There's not a whole lot better to put in these spots, so might as well just, we can fudge our numbers a bit more. And then the last 3 cards is Tears of the Overroot. This just seems like it's a non-destruction removal. We do give them a card back, so it's technically a -1, but I feel like this card's not this card always feels like it's actually just way better than it is. I think something that might be better overall is Ice Dragon's Prison. But I don't know how easy that's going to be to get, because I think it's only had the 1 Megaton reprint. I don't know if it's had like any sort of like common print in like a structure deck or something, at least as of right now. Right now, I think mainly we want to go for more rarity collection moving forward, just to get like more staples. Though Duelist Nexus is actually like on Amazon, they have like $45 for a box. I'm trying to keep to like a $30 per week limit. So like I'm not spending too much, but like if I spend $45 get a booster box, I can open like most of that for a single episode, and we can get like a Crimson Dragon or Revolution Synchron. Like those would be crazy good. We could also get what do we want out of there? There's something else, and I'm actually drawing a blank now, and it's like I had a notification pop up on my phone while I'm recording, so I'm just like, I read that and then I completely lost my train of thought. So yeah, Age of Overlord also wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be bad. Megaton for this year also not bad because of like Bestials, Fenrir. Like there's a lot of things we can go for, leading up to Maze of Millennia. So yeah, I'm sort of new to doing this sort of thing. I've tried a couple times to start up a series like this, and I kind of just let it fell through. But I don't have any major life shit going on anymore, so I feel like I can actually commit to this and have it be like viable to do. So, yeah, that's the deck. We're gonna see about getting some games in afterwards. Right now it's like Friday night. Unfortunately, this is the Friday before Christmas, and my locals is closed on Christmas, which is normally when we play on Mondays. So I don't know when I'm actually going to get some games recorded, so this might not be uploaded right away, which sucks, but I also might just upload things as I get them, rather than trying to, like, edit everything together into a video. Like, keep it kind of more casual, just because I'm not a video editor. I barely know how to edit stuff with, like, simple programs. I'm not going to be able to do, like, cool effects. I don't have any cool graphics to put up. Like, And I definitely can't afford to pay anyone to do that either because I only get disability. So, um, there's not a whole lot I can actually do unless, like, I suddenly get, like, thousands of subscribers and start making actual money from, like, YouTube or Facebook, or whatever else, like, internet shit. So, yeah, this'll be a process for sure. I'm kind of rambling, I realize, so I think we're just gonna leave it at that. Um, like and subscribe if you haven't already and you're interested in seeing more. Um, our current goal, I think, is to get this at least somewhat ready for the next regional in Seattle, which is like the closest that I can actually get to. There's nothing official posted yet, but the people talking at the last regional in I think it was on the 2nd of this month. They were saying that the next one would probably be in February or March. So that's kind of the current goal that I'm working towards, is trying to get this to where I like the deck, like a kind of deck that I want to play, but also a playable deck in time for the next regional, and see how well we can do. I already have my invite from December, from earlier this month, so I don't need to. It doesn't matter if I necessarily do well at the tournament. It's just to kind of get an idea for how this deck is going to perform at that event. Phantom Nightmare probably will be legal as well for the event, so that's something to keep an eye out. I don't know. I need to go over the set, plus there's also exclusives and imports that I'll have to keep an eye out for to kind of get an idea of what I want to look for in that set, if anything. I think probably the hardest thing for this deck is going to be getting SP Little Knight, and that's... I know the Red Dragon build probably doesn't use it much, but the Earthbound Servant probably will. So that's kind of the main thing, is just figuring out what I should go for this build versus what I should go for the Earthbound Immortal build, or the Earthbound Servant build, rather, and kind of what to prioritize first, because we're not going to stick with the Red Dragons. I just felt it would give me a better base to work with, for, like, because, like, the Ascator Dawnwalker and the Supe Duskwalker, I feel like those two are going to be really good, just because the Earthbound Servant deck plays level 6 and level 8 synchros as well, so yeah, that's I think that's going to do it for my rambling. Yeah, I think I'm good. So yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.